Welcome back to Zach's podcast. I'm not Zach.
I'm Zach.
I'm not Zach.
I am not Zach either.
We are joined by a special guest. You are right, that is nice. We are joined by a special guest. Hello there, Mr. Evan Timmermitz.
Hi, my name is Evan Timmerman,
Timmermitz.
known as Timmermitz.
I came up with it today. It's very original and creative. I deserve some sort of reward.
You do.
I'll think about high-fiving you. So,
well, that's
Evan's
not really
face-
a reward. That's kind of a detriment to my life.
Here,
Oh.
there you go.
Who's ours?
Evan's Facebook profile picture involves him with oven mitts. As you can see on your screen right now, we have brought those oven mitts to his character head. But I think your Facebook profile picture is one of my all-time favorites. Yours, along with a friend of mine, Lucas. But
So,
I mean,
give it a little background to that. This past year, I decided to host a Thanksgiving dinner in the dorm rooms.
Yeah.
I forgot. I always forget Alex. You were there for a little bit.
I
Yeah,
forget you
I
were there.
dragged-
because you had
I
black hair at
dragged
the time.
Alex.
That's true. I did have black hair. at the time.
So,
I dragged you there. Don't say you went. I dragged you there.
Whatever.
I
Anyway.
think I invited you, but
I mean,
yeah.
he dragged me there, but I asked before I
Yeah,
intruded anything.
of course. But anyways, my suite, our dorm rooms were separated by 6-man suites, and my suite provided the turkey, and I was in charge of cooking turkey.
Colin was
Needless-
in charge of bringing the beans, but that didn't work.
Needless to say, I was quite paranoid about killing
Not
people.
you.
Oh, I
Potentially.
remember that. You were so worried when you were preparing the turkey. Yeah.
No, so 2 people came over and helped me, but that picture was taken while I was trying to cook this turkey, and I felt absolutely fabulous in my full cook's outfit.
Oven mitts, the apron. It was you were totally geared out.
It was
The
a
mom
great day.
jeans.
The mom
The
jeans.
mom sheets. What?
And there goes Colin.
What do you mean mom jeans? I mean,
You don't know what mom jeans are?
I assume they're jeans that mothers wear.
Well, look them up. They're very distinctive.
They're like
They're elastic.
elastic
they're jeans with,
waistbands.
yeah, that's jeans with an
Oh.
elastic waistband.
Okay, yeah, I know. what
And
you're talking
only-
about, yeah, okay.
Middle-aged mothers wear them,
like soccer
or
moms.
elderly people. My grandmother wears them.
Yeah.
I don't know where you
But-
can find them.
I don't know.
I've never looked for
But yeah,
them,
I brought like a Snicker salad.
I brought drinks, and then my other roommate Colin was supposed to bring stuff, but he showed up like an hour late,
Oh yeah.
I mean,
and
we
he
had-
forgot what he had, and he forgot to bring anything.
It was good because we had plenty of food,
Yeah,
so
we
it
had
wasn't
more
like
than enough.
anyone went hungry, which
Yeah.
was nice. And my personal favorite besides the turkey was the hot apple cider. Somehow, like,
Oh, yeah,
just
I-
putting
that we
oh, yeah,
literally
that- I
got
brought-
rid of it like a,
I brought the apple cider, and then we just put it into a crock pot.
with some cinnamon, and it was just like done. And it
I should
smelled
have bought
like
more.
apple pie.
I should have bought more.
yeah,
Mm.
because it was gone fast.
Oh yeah.
That was the Honors LLC, right?
Yes.
Yeah, ours too.
Honors too. It was called, well, it was on Honors too, but really, the title of it was the Koala Family Reunion, and
Because
we
our
were honored
RA had
guests
an unhealthy
and
obsession with
adopted koalas, but there's a long story and probably for another time.
No, we can share it
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Yeah,
Just
what else
us-
are we going to talk about?
the RA.
We don't have any plan. We don't know what's going on.
You never know what's going on.
We're
Anyway.
amateurs.
So, I'm pretty sure back
Yeah.
2013, freshman year for all of us, Zach and I were part of the Honors LLC for us Honors Smart People.
You guys are intelligent folk.
And then
Oh,
Colin,
yeah, 'cause
Colin
you're
was
both smart.
basically an honorary member because he was always just up there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
I'm
Alex
honorary
was
qual.
kind of
Alex
later
was
on.
friends with one of the other people. Alex was friends with Ryan, who was part of the
Yeah.
honors floor. So
Who
he
was my
basically was
sweet-
also
yeah.
an honors. But
We,
Oh, I
we
did-
adopted
okay.
you.
Oh,
So
Hannah even
our,
told me that. Yeah,
it was
I
official
adopted.
at that Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
so our RA at the time, Hannah,
It is awesome.
is awesome, by the way, and
Shout
she's
out to Hannah.
Shout out
Please watch this and listen to this, and hi. love you. Hope you're having a good time in New York. Anyways,
Wasn't as cool as RA's Brad was. Then again, I got away with so much.
So
shit.
many asses are being kissed right now.
anyways, she is absolutely obsessed with koalas. It's
Obsession is a very
Mild.
moderate term.
moderate term.
It's-
She adores them to no end,
It is terrifying.
and so we called her Mama Koala, and we were all her little baby koalas, and so. We're a huge family of koalas, and we have our little adopted koala, Colin and Alex, and
Yeah, I
a
was
bunch of
adopted
others. And
Yeah, it was really weird now that I think back about it.
It is never
Well,
weird.
yeah,
But in a good
at,
way.
You know-
at the Thanksgiving party, she all upgraded us to kid koalas.
Yeah, well, we were kid koalas after
Second semester.
Really?
after the second semester ended, and
Yeah.
now
Okay.
we graduated to toddlers and then sort
No.
of kids.
I was still adopted because that was the first night I met her, so
Yeah.
I was still adopted at the Thanksgiving thing.
Yeah.
But
it was a fun time in any case, and
But Alex, you said you were up there in the honors LLC all the time, but like
no,
He was
I,
in
I-
Ryan's room every once in a while.
No, I mean, when Zach said I was
Yeah.
up there a lot,
You went up there like what 4 times
See?
or
Yeah.
something.
I
I,
lived.
I went up there quite a few
Well,
times.
You went to my room like to visit me once that whole year,
Something like that, yeah.
and then that was because me and Lucas dragged
I
you
gave
over.
you food.
You see, the thing is, I honestly can't remember your room at all, though.
Yeah, well, my room was awesome
Ryan's
because
room.
I was in it.
yeah, he had a pretty nice setup his freshman year with
No,
the,
he
with the
didn't.
bunk bed and the four
I
chair, like the
I
four
hated
chairs.
that. Yeah, I that was nice, but I hated the stupid loft because I had to climb up it.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Climbing's hard, especially when you're.
Zach,
What?
you had the best setup at the time. I thought was you had your
The
desk.
secretary
The
desk was
secretary desk. You should have kept it, but
I
you,
did, but I couldn't do it
Oh,
in East because nobody visited me in East.
Well, you always.
Besides Kate,
Well, you know,
I
you came up
lucky
to
you.
and
us,
she
so-
doesn't count as a human.
Oh,
I remember when you had like a photo of the secretary desk, but I don't remember the secretary desk. Where was it? Was it like right?
It was right in front of the door, facing
Literally.
the door. So when I was on my computer, I was just like sitting there looking at you.
So,
And that was the year I also had my door open all the time to get like a breeze and shit. So whenever somebody would walk in the suite, I'd be there.
so would do it was like for your privacy or
No, it was because I thought it would be funny, and it was.
It
So
was,
that
it
sounds
was
pretty
absolutely
funny.
fantastic.
secretary wasn't an actual like desk you brought in or did you
No, it was
Oh,
the
the desk
door
from,
regular
from the
desk.
doors? Okay,
Yeah, it's just rotated
to face your door. That
to
sounds.
face the door. So I'd like greet you on the way in.
Were you in a single?
Yeah,
And you had space for it?
yeah.
Yeah.
I had my bed loft.
It was a pretty
Lofted,
good size.
okay.
It was a pretty good size single.
What
Anyways.
what tower were you? in?
What Weast?
Hello,
Hello.
Honors LLC.
I don't know.
Weast. You don't remember
was
where
the-
Fallon lived? I live in the same floor as Fallon.
Well, second.
I don't remember where Ryan
You
lived
didn't live-
first.
or-
first
West
First-
Tower. I was
freshman
there.
I lived on the.
I don't
lived-
remember.
floor
I,
below,
I
but it was the
remember
same.
Ryan's room. That's all I can remember about that
That's
whole
where
area.
okay, so Ryan's room right next to it was my room with Silas, and I.
So you were in the double.
The
Yeah, I
great
was in
mem-
the double.
I was
Great
10 floors
memories in
down
there.
that year.
Oh, there are stories to tell.
I was in a different part of Milwaukee.
tell, tales to hear.
Stories.
Tune in next time in the future, and you might hear some. Yeah.
Not even close. I was in a completely different part of Milwaukee freshman year. I was in Cambridge.
Cambridge
Oh, that's
was.
right.
yours-
All
Oh
of my-
yeah. Oh. Tell the heroin story.
The heroin story?
Oh.
Oh, my roommate?
Yeah, that was great.
Oh.
Oh
Okay.
yeah,
That
did you
was
hear this?
great.
I just caught the
Eric-
last part of it, but like, please tell me because I want to know
Okay.
what's happening.
So,
Or
my
what
first,
happened, excuse me.
first, I just want to say, so I lived in Cambridge my first
I love how you
year.
were like confused when I asked about the heroin story. Like there were that many options.
I
that
thought you
happened
said
with it.
heroin.
There,
for
I
a second.
actually have two of them, but one of them wasn't an actual heroin. It was like a joke, but whatever. The point is, I lived in Cambridge, and all my friends lived in either Sandburg, and one lived in Riverview at the time. So I was never in Cambridge much. I always went out to go see people. But I had, I lived. I roomed with. What are you doing?
Jesus Christ.
He's showing us memes.
Oh God.
He's showing us dank memes.
Dank memes. Okay. Anyway.
Is it even a meme?
So I lived at the time. Like Eric and I went to high school together. Eric, our fourth roommate here.
Who's every once in a while you'll hear his voice.
He and I went to high school together. Then we said, okay, we'll room together. So we paired up for Cambridge, and then we got two random people we never met before. One of them was a junior named Anthony, and he was a really great guy. I haven't talked to him honestly since. I mean, I saw him in September. But anyways, then our fourth roommate was this also a freshman named Peter, and he
That smells like trouble right there.
the name Peter.
Just
I had a
named
cousin
Peter.
named Peter, and I don't really.
Sorry to
close
all the
him,
Peters
so
who are
whatever.
upstanding gentlemen out there, and Lady Peters as well. Got to be inclusive.
Lady Peters.
Yeah,
Lady Peters.
like Katerina,
Or
the famous
Patricia.
female name.
There we
no,
go.
that's Patrick.
That's
That's
Patrick.
Oh, yeah,
Patrick.
true. Okay.
Pete.
I'm gonna think about this. This is gonna bother Peggy. No, Peggy.
Yeah, that's a Margaret.
Yeah.
I don't get that.
I don't either, but it's
Okay, to continue. I
Oh
got
yeah, and this guy Peter, he early on he told us he drinks and stuff. We're like, okay, that's fine, just don't do anything stupid about it, because
Oh, what is the first thing he does? Something stupid.
Well, no. The first thing we saw was him downing PBR. I was like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But we quickly began learning that this guy, he had more going on than just the alcohol. Like we knew he smoked because he would like leave the room and come back and he would smell like it. I mean, we appreciated that he wouldn't smoke in the place.
Mm-hmm.
Then we began learning that then he began smelling like weed. Like, okay, he smokes weed too. But then we learned he began selling it. Because do you know when you go to Costco and you buy like those cheese puffs, those big containers, big plastic jars?
Yeah.
He had one filled to the brim with weed, and he was showing it off.
Holy shit!
So much
that's
weed.
that's what I don't even know my prices. That's
like
probably like a couple $100 at least.
That's $1,000.
Yeah, that's easily $1,000.
I think like, okay, they consider a dime like a measurement of weed.
Why are you looking at me? I don't know.
No, I'm just.
Why not?
You have
I
the
thought
most experience out of all of us.
This with
No,
the dope
so-
community.
No.
So because I figured you're the one that didn't know the most.
Yeah. I mean, I have a lot of friends who
But like,
do it.
so people buy a dime, and that's like $20. So a dime is about a size of a dime.
Yeah. And that's like
I
$20 bucks.
assume.
I assume that's enough for like one joint or something like that.
Dude, it's
For-
for the amount the cheap stuff
Packing-
things. That's
packing a
easily like I'd say it's stretching tens of thousands of dollars.
Okay.
It's a lot. Well, given the market, like if the market in the
Especially
area,
here in the city.
like in the city, I don't know how available the weed market here
Well,
is.
I mean, college freshmen are dumb and will pay anything for any kind of drug.
so
or
they
liquor.
might just up the price because of that.
It's possible.
Whatever.
Like you can just sell bottles of water and say they're vodka to freshmen. You don't have to prove anything, and they'll just buy it because they're idiots.
Yeah, probably. But so Peter began doing that, and I have more to add on to that later. But we began finding that he was trying other stuff too. And one time, it was just him and Peter in the dorm in the suite, and Eric was on the couch, and he saw Peter go into the bathroom with a bag of something. He heard like
Tap the microphone.
kind of like
I'll be louder.
kind of just like chopping noises, and he heard Peter cough a lot, and when he came out, his eyes were bloodshot, and
They went to
looking it up. Eric like tried like looking it up or something like that. I might be getting the story a little bit wrong, but he looked it up, and apparently Peter was snorting heroin in our bathroom.
And no, the funniest part was Eric told us the other day.
Yeah.
And they were going. It was him, Peter, and some other guy. And it was like right after he did that. And
Was Alex
they're
there? Maybe he
they're
was.
walking to the restore or something. And then Peter just brings up out of the blue, is like, "Would you think different of me if I told you I just did heroin in our bathroom?"
That was what it was. Peter admitted to it. Well, not admitted, but he asked that question.
But it was
That's
literally
how Eric
out of the
knew.
blue.
pretty much admitted.
Yeah, no, that was. But I'm sorry, Kyle.
Funny story.
Continue with your story. I'll ask it when we're done.
Well, okay, then well, because apparently snorting heroin is what you start with before you start injecting.
It's the
yourself.
gateway method.
The gateway method or something like that. Well, anyway, this guy Peter. So yeah, he began dealing, and we were all kind of like, that's sketchy, but whatever. Then he began bringing his other dealer friends to the dorm, and that's when it began to become a problem. Like they would put towels under the door so they could smoke in the place, and that's when we told him, dude, we're not okay with this. So he began smoking outside again, but it was becoming a danger for us because if he got caught, then all of us would be busted. I wonder if I should be admitting this because what if Peter hears it?
Hi Peter.
I will.
Voice change.
Wait.
15 viewers on the first video, 5 viewers on the other video. I think we're okay.
Okay, we reported him to the campus police without him ever knowing, but they quickly got enough dirt on him to be able to arrest him right away. But they said no, let's wait because they also learned early on by following him and stuff that he's kind of a low man on the totem pole, and by following Peter, again, I really hope he doesn't listen to this. By following Peter, they traced him back to a drug house and busted the house during a party. Some of the people escaped, but 2 of the people they didn't get jail time. They got prison time because of how much of a drug lord they were in the city of Milwaukee. And after that event, it was it had to have been in December when that went down, because like a week later the semester was over, and not only did Peter fail out of his classes because he stopped going mid-October, he also left the city of Milwaukee. He claimed it was because college wasn't for him. I'm pretty sure it was because of the prison scare that made him want to rethink his life.
So TLDL, too long didn't listen. You essentially helped bust a drug lord of Milwaukee.
We helped bust a drug mule and some of his drug lord friends.
Woo!
That's pretty badass, sir.
We're all gonna die.
Yeah! Woo!
Coincidentally though, there is actually an amendment to an addition to the story. A month ago, me and two of my friends went to Qdoba, and outside the store, and standing next to his car, was a guy who I swear looked just like Peter. And when he began looking around,
leaving Milwaukee,
I saw in my peripheral vision when he looked at me, he didn't look away. Like maybe he recognized me too.
He looked at you.
I mean, like,
deep into your eyes.
Peter never knew we reported him or anything, so he did not leave with bad blood Until now, yeah. But yeah, so I mean, Peter I guess is back in Milwaukee now because his buddies are probably back in Milwaukee.
Yeah. Regrouping for the next drug runs.
Yeah, I guess.
Gotta find a new house.
So, what the fuck are we doing here? When we could be out in the movie theaters watching Ant-Man.
Oh, dude, I'm seeing Ant-Man on Sunday. With Kai.
We're gonna spend money.
Of course.
We can see
I
it
regret
downtown
nothing.
if you want. It'll be air conditioned.
I get
but
to
you
see
won't
her and I
anything
get
in
to see
Chicago.
Ant-Man. That's like a win-win for me.
Literally.
No, actually, a buddy of mine though, Lucas from work, he actually went to an early screening last night at midnight. And he said he went in expecting pure bullshit, and he loved it. He thought it was a fantastic movie, like one of his new favorite cinematic universe movies.
Ant-Man?
Ant-Man.
Great.
When was the last time I actually went to a movie?
Again, in theater?
Shit.
Ours was Jurassic Park.
Jurassic
Or
World.
World.
Jurassic World.
Didn't go to Jurassic World. I'm actually having a hard time remembering when the last time I went to a movie.
Was it in Flix doesn't count.
No,
So.
Flix doesn't count.
No, Flix doesn't count because that's like movies that
literally
are already
don't
shown.
leave the building.
That's a lounge.
Yeah.
It's not even
It's like,
theater.
yeah, it's not like I'm sitting in a movie theater seat with my.
Well, did you go? Did you go with us to
popcorn
Monsters
and
University
drink.
in the Union Theater?
Yeah.
But that
Movie
doesn't
popcorn's
count.
very
That
distinctive.
counts. I'd count that
But
because
like,
you're in an actual.
okay,
theater.
that was back freshman
They get it
year.
right.
So
Yeah, I know. I don't know if you did anything since then. I don't know if you left your house since then.
Yes, I have left my house.
Oh yeah, this is the first day.
Yay.
You seem kind of greasy, bud. No,
Because I'm hot and sweaty and
Yeah,
just.
I was
fucking
making a
hot.
joke. I was making a
Because the
joke.
shower was in the other room.
But no, with Ant-Man, I remember when the movie came out, a lot of my friends who, like, you know, they only really know Marvel for the movies, they were kind of like, Ant-Man, that
Movie
sounds
came
so
out last
stupid.
night.
No, I mean when it was announced.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I said when it came out, I meant when it was announced. My apologies.
Yeah.
But growing up, my father always was a big Ant-Man fan, so I grew up like knowing a lot about him. I was like, yeah, Ant-Man, he's pretty cool. And, like in the movie, I was like, awesome.
That's
and it
why.
stars Paul Rudd, one of my favorite actors. I'm like, yes, I want to go see this movie.
But I'm pretty sure.
That's
I'm
why
not-
I know
I'm
things
not-
about Speed Racer.
I'm not 100%
probably-
sure, but I've heard like stories about how this movie isn't quite what the comic was.
Well,
I
no,
hate my
because I mean, the
father
original
right now.
Ant-Man is Hank Pym,
Yeah.
but in this movie, Hank Pym's an old man. He's played by Michael Douglas, and Paul Rudd is the guy who takes over after Hank. Because Hank Pym is, while a genius, he's also a wife beater, so he's not a very nice man.
Yeah.
His wife is the Wasp, Janet, and he
that
smacked her
makes
around a
sense.
couple times.
I mean,
What do you mean it makes sense? There's no way to make sense of wife beating.
Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Oh, like that, okay.
You know.
Oh, was it
Wasp.
forehand or
'cause
backhand?
The
Because it's
Wasp
abuse and
basically has the
control.
same thing. Like,
She shrinks, but Ant-Man can also grow. Or at least with Pym particles, because Ant-Man changed his name. Hank Pym Ant-Man changed his name a lot to like Giant
Yeah,
Man
Pym
and stuff.
particles.
Okay. So, sorry. My father just sent me an email here saying new car. And it's like, how do you like our new car?
I can't tell
don't
what
know
that is. I
car
think
types.
is that a Mercedes?
No,
No,
it's
that's
Tesla.
Tesla.
What? Really?
So that means
No.
Oh my god.
No. Our van is right behind now.
Oh,
Yeah, you're
okay.
trading it in for a Tesla. Makes sense to me.
Like,
You
your
know-
parents really spend the minimum $100,000 on a car.
I wish.
It might
Oh
be a
my
bit
gosh.
less because they traded in a van, so that might be.
Like, why, father? You
What an
just,
ass.
just, yeah.
Father, why pay for
But I
my
won't
tuition?
say that because I love my father. Anyways.
Oh yeah.
Next.
I honestly do not know car types, like car models. My car.
Tesla.
Oh my
is
god.
the best.
You told me that's yeah.
My car.
Tesla
Every once in a while,
fairly
his car is named Candace, and it's a
Yeah,
Toyota
so
Camry.
yeah.
Every once in a while, he'll be able to
Shit.
point out another Camry. That's about it.
But all I know about cars is that I drive a 2008 Camry, and I'm pretty sure it's silver. That's all I know about
He's
cars.
pretty
Any
sure.
car ever. That's all I know.
Do you know how to fix the tire?
Change a tire. I actually learned how to because Candace
Yeah.
got a flat tire the other day.
Do
So
you
yes,
know, do you know how to fix the brakes?
Do you
What
know
are
how to change
brakes?
those
Who
brake
needs
Do
to
you know
know
how
this?
do you know how to change oil?
Just pour it in the thing.
I've seen my father do it, but I've never actually done it myself. So I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
And
it's fair
I
enough with
I
the
don't-
oil thing because there's a lot of like quick oil change places.
Yeah, you can do it for cheap.
I don't-
Easy, but you can do it even cheaper by yourself.
I have no idea what like a V6 or a V8 engine is. I know
Oh
torque
my
is
god, that's
spinning,
the
is tire
easiest part.
spinning.
That's
I'll
it.
explain it to you right now. The number is how many cylinders are in
Well,
the
yeah,
engine.
but what does that mean?
Okay,
How
Power.
many? How many
How
pistons?
much fuel consumption? Like essentially, the
Okay.
more cylinders, the more fuel consumption. Generally, the faster and
More powerful.
more
Powerful.
powerful your engine is.
Because I know Candace rocks a V6, but I've never known what that means.
It's fine.
I mean, if we weren't actually recording this, I could explain exactly how a combustion engine works.
I would not care at all. You see, my
He just
family,
goes
my
into
family
chat.
actually, yeah, I'm just
one of our
grabbing my
listeners are gonna be
3DS.
asleep.
Oh, that's really interesting, Zach. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, let me go on.
I could have been an engineer if I cared.
But you can tell brands or like not
Uh,
models but
Uh,
makes.
Okay, so
you
know what Tesla-
Do I mean other way
you know
No,
what
he
Tesla
only
is,
knows
right?
the
Like
Camry.
the
I know
car
who
brand,
Nikolai
right?
Tesla is.
Nikola Tesla, it was an absolute genius, and
Yeah.
I wish he wasn't Jeff.
When was Tesla made?
Tesla, like, what do you?
Excuse me.
I don't know
You know
what's
what-
going on anymore.
Tesla is an all electric motor company.
Naturally.
2003.
Tesla's their it's like a sports car, electric sports car.
It's
Oh, okay.
they're
Essentially.
they're slowly pushing for a commercial general public market. Again, the major plus side to it is it's all electric, so zero emissions. And Tesla has built these supercharging stations that will charge the vehicle in under a half an hour, which for batteries and charging that amount
that's
is
fantastic.
like holy crap. It takes how long to charge like a laptop battery to full,
Yeah.
and
A car
it
can do it in
charges
a half hour.
car that drives over 200 miles on a single charge half an hour. That's
That's
pretty
really impressive. Yeah. That's,
But
if I may critique, the scary part is how much it relies on electric components and circuit boards and
Like, you'd think that
and
it
like,
would
like
save a lot of
lightning
electricity if they
storm or
just had
something.
the motor powered
no,
by
not
electricity.
for the
No.
fact of saving electricity, but for the fact that the amount of failure that could go on within a 5-year period. It's not built to last. Computers, how long does a computer last?
3 minutes.
False. 5 years would be
There you go.
like a
Is
good
average.
period for a computer, and after that, you have no idea what's going to go on. And
My Windows XP is just expired,
it's
so
just like you're. It's not really a good. In my opinion, it's not good. I don't think it's a good trend, and for cars to continuously be pushed into a more electric component sort of style, it's going to fail miserably eventually.
and spectacularly.
Yeah, that's the horrible part.
It sounds like it'd be awful during like a lightning storm. Like, what if your car gets zapped?
I don't think that has
I-
anything
five
to do
circuit
with it.
boards.
I mean, like, I'm sure they have some degree of grounding in there, but still, for a bolt of lightning.
Well, like lightning is attracted to the ground, and cars are not grounded. So
Well, I mean, the tires are rubber.
yeah, it's like insulated from the
Lightning
ground.
is not attracted to ground. Lightning
Well,
is attracted to an opposite charge
yeah.
from whatever
Which is usually the
charge is
ground.
being built up in the clouds versus what charge is
And so-
from the ground. So that's why lightning. And if the car just so happens to be in a nice open field and has a nice opposite charge to whatever the lightning storm has, boom.
Science
Attention.
with evidence.
You got fried, girly.
But
And this is very simple.
But I was correct.
Sorry, Colin.
Relatively, just a lot fewer words.
the problem, one of the major problems is with electric cars is because of all this technology, they're more expensive. So,
Naturally, yeah.
so that is why they haven't kicked off.
Well,
For
yeah.
instance, Tesla, a is
The
like
new
at
Tesla-
a minimum.
75,000 is, I think, their cheapest model.
Wow, that's more than.
And
I don't know where I was going with
honestly,
That's a good sentence.
okay. Like me personally, I love the trend of electric cars.
70,000.
that. Wow, what a steal! I thought it was gonna be 75.
Okay, I could slap him over here.
What a steal!
But
I mean-
as always, we do have to find a new source.
Yeah, they have to. It seems like they have to perfect the science before it can really
Well,
become.
Now you see, there's this. I remember seeing an article for a mock-up of a thorium powered car that will last on let's say a fuel source about this big of thorium for about
That's
100 plus
for those
years.
at home, that's about the size of a quarter.
But you know,
A little bit bigger, but yeah.
there are other issues with thorium power, and I've done a little bit of research here and there on thorium nuclear energy.
You know, because you hasn't in their free time.
Because, you know, who hasn't? I mean, it's just natural for his stuff that people do that. But anyways, I need to look into it further because that's kind of a cool prospect, but I don't think it's actually feasible because of where we are.
Same as
scientifically.
hydrogen-powered cars. It's just like there's so much hydrogen in the world, but hydrogen is very
Stable.
powerful.
In gaseous form.
Oh, the
Not
humanity.
for the fact that it's stable, for the fact that we don't actually have a crap ton of it in a pure hydrogen form. We
Let's,
have
let's
it
just
like
use nitrogen.
water, hydrogen, oxygen. How are we going to split that? It takes a lot
Magic.
of energy.
No, but anyway.
Sorry,
So
this
going back to
becomes-
alternative
That's not-
fuels,
have a lot of
one of my ideas in high school that I think could work.
Refuted.
Back
It's
to the
not going to work.
Flintstones.
Wasp-powered cars.
Oh, God.
What?
You take the essence of wasp.
The hatred,
they're-
the anger.
Yeah, the anger
Just
of wasps. Did I
has a
explain this to you or
built-up
something
pet-
before?
No, because I know how
'Cause
wasps work.
Wait, like an actual like a bee wasp, or do you mean like a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant?
What are you talking about? No, you take wasps because they're pure hatred.
Anglo-Saxon. Wow, that actually works.
Oh, no, that's
You
actually
and
a
White Folks Bay.
No, that's an
you
actual
and your
thing.
white
Have you guys-
euphemisms.
have you
No,
guys- wait,
oh, that's kind of cool.
No, I didn't come up with that. That's an actual thing.
It's
Yeah,
an actual thing.
I didn't know that was the thing, so I'm lost.
I didn't know it was a thing until you said
I
it.
am what I hate.
Anyway, go
Continue
on
with your horrible
your bee
sort of.
car.
It's a great idea because wasps
You're
are
on
not
the-
useful to society in any way.
I agree. All
So
bees should be
you
killed.
just
and
take them
destroyed.
and put them in a laboratory. This laboratory unfortunately would have to breed them so they're even more hate filled, so they actually have enough energy in them to
Hate
power a
energy.
car. And you basically just grind them up to like the essence of wasp,
That's-
and you just put it in a car, and the car will run forever because there's a lot of hate in those things.
I can
How
see
would you
Zach-
get energy from them?
No, I can see
That's
Zach in
the
like
problem.
a medieval sort of get up as his like a witch or something with a
medieval-
ball without
I
big
mean,
nose.
one of those-
And now I will have an essence of wasp and toss that into the cauldron, and I will make an
I'll be-
energy source
I'll be
to
in,
power
like-
my car. To power my car.
I'll be in one of those insane medieval alchemists that are like, I'll make them into gold, but first I will find a way to power a car.
God damn it.
That would make me real gold. Yes.
Oh, would you like smash them and you use their blood as your energy?
No,
source?
not blood. It's the essence of wasp. You have to take all of it and put it into some kind of, I don't know. You have to make what are you? Oh, it's a doge.
Dojis. I don't know. Something about that seems completely awful.
Oh,
You would have to pinpoint the essence of a wasp before you could.
Hatred is the essence of a wasp. We have to find the.
How can you materialize hatred?
That's where the science part comes
Oh,
in. So I challenge all
Okay,
Last
okay.
time-
4 listeners
May-
to find somebody who knows science to make this a
May I
reality.
just say, this is coming from an architecture major.
It's a
We have a
science,
film major
not
here,
really.
we have a music major here, and I'm a computer science major.
So we have 2 useless majors and an architecture major and a
Whoa!
computer science major.
no, I'm not offended by it. I'm
Whoa!
not offended by it. It's
Can of
pretty
worms
obvious.
man, I mean,
Colin's the only one that takes offense.
I do because I'm
No.
not useless. I'm a drunk. Let's get real.
It's much more respectable.
I have something to show
professional
you,
alcohol.
Colin.
Uh,
Piece that I just
crap. What was I
picked
just
up
about to say?
from the
Ooh, well.
That is a nice folder.
Oh, is that the music you were playing
yeah
for?
yeah yeah. Yeah, I
You got this from the.
Conservatory.
Yeah.
Rented it out. But what I'm showing him right now is a piece called
Classical music number 7.
Panavel for Dead Princess.
I know so little about classical music, but I love all of it.
He's so gorgeous.
I like waltzes
The death
and
of
like
an infant.
that
How
mainly.
lovely.
Do
I bet it sounds beautiful.
you actually
I
know how to
was-
waltz?
Yeah.
What?
Do you actually know how to waltz?
The more.
It's
the
not
more,
hard. I can probably.
especially with
I
Rob,
probably used to know when
the
I was
more
little
dark
because
the
I was
subject,
just
the more
one of the random things I used to know as a child.
Waltzing, really? Did you take lessons?
I didn't take lessons,
So,
but I
like-
I've seen waltzing before, and it's not hard. It's just like
It's
a
like-
simple like.
I could perform
It's
in
like a
surgery.
tan-
I've
it's
seen
like-
a surgery.
It's like a
different
tango.
steps
It's just
they
like a
have to
certain
do,
rhythm of
just-
stepping.
It sucks.
I think, right?
That's why I don't play this.
Probably. It's probably
I
very
love how the
cyclical.
music major.
Yeah,
We're
I
talking about
got it.
music, and the music major is completely distracted.
No. We're talking
What
about.
are you guys talking about?
We're
We're
talking
talking
about
about
dancing,
dances.
dancing right now. So it's not.
Like
Oh
how
my
it's a
God.
waltz, isn't it? It's just
Oh.
like a really easy
A
like.
waltz?
Yeah, it's a really easy
It's just a
pattern.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I love
That was
waltzes.
beautiful.
See, I'm not
glad
alone.
we shared that.
Yes, it was.
I
It was
am
a
not
nice
alone in
moment.
this.
We actually began talking about something that isn't supposed to be out in public yet, so this whole part's been omitted for the time being. Just a quick recap, though. We quickly moved on to Weird Al.
Just put on a Weird Al polka.
Yeah, I'm just gonna slow song then put on a Weird Al.
Oh my-
And what do you mean we
Don't break our floor.
what do you mean we reference Weird Al a lot? You reference Weird Al a lot.
Yeah, because
We!
we half of this
I don't-
table.
I don't remember Colin doing
You
that.
know,
We referenced it
I'm
like
not
not
fucking
all
Weird
that
Al.
big of a
I
Weird
just drew
Al
a picture
fan.
of him today at work.
Did
you
you
drew a picture.
does
Yeah.
Colin know this?
Look, what?
I'm here to publicly declare that I'm not that huge of a Weird
Boo!
Al fan. I just have not really. Oh, okay. No.
Out of our house.
No.
Goodbye.
Like,
nice
I-
having you over.
It's not that I don't enjoy his stuff. I just don't go out of my way to go look for everything.
Except for us two.
I know,
We went out of our way to go to
I
that
think
concert.
we are the only two people that we know that are that insane. Actually, we saw Sam and Nico at the Weird Al concert at
Yeah.
Summerfest.
Oh, Sam, you don't.
There you go. They're
I
all
don't know
right.
who they are
Okay.
now. I mean,
Nico's an engineering major, so
They're both engineers.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
both engineering majors. They were on the honors LLC our freshman year. Were they in?
And
second?
they were on the suite above me.
were they at Thanksgiving?
No. Wait.
Yes.
Maybe. Yes.
They were there
yes.
for a little while.
Yes.
It's possible if I saw them I'd recognize them.
Here.
Yeah.
I'll pull up the picture.
Nico
Nice.
was in band with me. We became pretty
Friends
good
with him.
friends. And then Sam,
Sam is cool. But
he's
he's
cool. I like
strange.
Sam, but I don't hang out with Sam as much.
They
as
keep to
Nico
themselves.
I have with Nico. Yeah, that's true.
Haha, there was a missing story. We're leaving that part in.
That's fine. That's
But
fine.
anyway,
Here's your
so
Alex. Leave this
speaking of
Jeez.
speaking of classified, that's all I'm gonna say. Should I say that or should we cut
in.
that
That's
out?
fine.
No, if you want to.
I
go
don't
for
know
it.
what's going on anymore.
That's
is,
fine.
I had
Well,
I had a vague idea what I was doing.
About your dad.
But anyway,
that's
so
fine.
I live in nothing suburb, Chicago, Illinois area. So they have on St. Patrick's Day and just about every other holiday they just have a bar crawl because that's all that we have.
That's all you have in your time.
So one of the things though is they have like an Irish jig competition. So
how many people are
my-
actually Irish?
it's pretty decent. I don't.
Oh, okay, so
it's,
actually
it's just a bunch of white people, so everybody's Irish.
Why you need
Everybody's Irish on St. Patty's Day.
Everybody's okay. Anyway, your bar crawl.
But anyway, so my dad went to he went into the pub crawl, and I was of course normal, and I'm like, I don't really care. I'm gonna stay home, like any other teenager. So anyway, my dad comes home with this ridiculous trophy, and it was just a bunch of like 2x4s painted green with a bunch of shamrocks and like squiggles glued onto it. And I'm looking at this, and like I was like, oh yeah, I won an Irish jig competition. And I'm like, what the hell? And then, so this is over like spring break or whatever. So anyway,
like
when they're
March and stuff.
yeah, I don't even remember when it was, but it might have been even earlier. I don't know. Our town's boring. They'll do whatever they want. But while I was like leaving, or after I left, my mom posted a video of my dad doing his prize-winning
actually-
Irish jig
You actually
on
watched
Facebook.
it? You saw it?
And I saw it, and I'm like, it's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Wait, it's on Facebook?
Yeah, it's on Facebook.
On
It's,
your
it's
mom's
on. I
account?
think it's on my mom's. It's
Oh,
either
I
on my
probably
mom's
will.
or on my timeline. I might be tagged in it, so if it's on my timeline, it would be way back,
Way
like
back,
6
yeah.
months ago.
But
But it was pretty great. It was pretty impressive.
I don't know if what you got there.
fair enough.
Tortoise, I want to read that.
Tortoise attempts to escape because fuck you, that's why.
Oh, okay. What did I do to you, turtle?
You know,
Screw you.
I always saw on TV shows like people would like have like pet turtles and stuff, but I've never actually known anyone to ever own a turtle.
I've had frogs, but they were wild frogs, and I found them in a lake, and I just decided to like raise them.
What did you feed them?
Crickets.
They actually like
Yeah.
grew and stuff. You actually like
No, they survived a while. We got like a
survived
bunch of
for a
them.
little while. I thought I got bored
And
of
then
them.
they started like laying eggs and stuff in the tank, and it was just like, whatever. It was a long time ago though.
Like a
You
cat.
should have murdered them all.
No.
Just
Oh
looking at
yeah,
this
you hate
photo.
frogs because you're a pansy.
So
Sorry.
I while I'm trying to search for this video, I see the photo of you and Alex on
buddy.
Lucas's sort of poster
We
wall
have-
thing.
We have,
Oh,
we
yeah.
have a friend who's an RA at a different college, and he uses Zach and my pictures for
To
his.
discourage bad behavior.
Are you guys like somewhat famous?
Yes, we are.
We actually are, yeah.
We went there. Not only both times we went to his school did we run into people that we knew,
Yeah, I knew personally like from before.
but all the residents in his residence hall all know our faces.
Like if they would come and stop by his room while we were there, they'd
They'd
go,
just look at
"Hey,
it.
you guys are guys from
They'd
the
either say
posters."
something or they'd look at us like we're
Why did you want to put what?
Lucas.
It was like, you know how like RAs have themes on their walls. Zach and I were his theme one time.
And it was
Why
not
would
once.
Alex and Zach?
My picture was literally right above the urinal, so any guy who went to take a piss would see me staring at him.
And I think my face is about the next door urinal.
Yeah.
And we went, and the time we visited, and we went in the bathroom, there were mustaches drawn on
Yeah,
us.
people began drawing on us.
They were drawing on us.
And
Which
then,
is
like,
highly disrespectful
I-
for a person of my stature.
I know. I
I'm
wrote
gonna
a note.
sue you for defamation of character. Not really.
Do it.
I remember I wrote a note above the picture above the urinal, but I don't remember what I said. It was probably something dorky like who is
Probably one of your shitty puns.
Who's this moron or something like that, something along those lines. But
Who's
yeah.
this moron? Says the anonymous writing on the wall.
Yeah, I don't know. It was just anytime we go and visit him, I always run into people from my hometown, because
Well, I don't know why they're on I don't know why they're on the opposite side of the state, but they're there.
I didn't know that my friend Brent was, but two of the people who were the year below me, I knew that they were going there, and it was just pure chance that Lucas happened to also be their RA.
I ran into Mike Egan one of the times I was there.
You ran into your Keegan?
Mike Egan.
Your Keegan?
Mike. Fuck you. No,
That was
but
the best troll face I've ever seen from you. It was great.
it was disgusting because I see it too much.
Anyway.
But anyway,
You were
he lived in our college in our same dorms and stuff on our floor.
Freshman year?
Yeah, freshman year. This is freshman year when we visited him.
Okay.
So we were over there, and then I see this guy. We're walking through this parking lot, and I'm like, "Wow, that guy looks familiar." And he starts calling my name. I'm like, "Wow, you live with me. I'll see you later today. Actually, when we go back."
Wink, wink,
Yeah.
nudge, nudge.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
I don't remember that time.
Did Eric come back?
No, I don't think he's...
Eric.
Oh, no, he stopped by that one time, but
When did he stop by? I wasn't here.
that was like 4 o'clock or something like that.
Yeah.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't get back till 4:20. Plays it.
I was here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you talked to him because I didn't see him, but it was one of you two who talked to him and like
Oh, I wasn't here, so it
I
wasn't.
talked to Eric.
no, or maybe it was when we were all here earlier, and someone.
Well,
called
are you
out-
talking about
"Come
the
here."
time the guy just walked into our house and thought we were like the upstairs neighbors?
No, that's a different story. But no, so someone called out to him and said,
That weak
like,
stank.
get over here because we were all working on something, and he was like, no, I gotta go.
Oh, that was me. Yeah.
It was, yeah.
I thought it was Eric, but it wasn't Eric.
Oh, it wasn't Eric?
No, there was someone that was walking up the stairs, and I thought he was stopped at the door, but no, he was just.
Oh, I was there for that. I remember that
No,
vaguely.
He
Oh,
didn't
I-
show up at all.
Oh, maybe he's at work or
Maybe he
he's
died.
at home.
He should be at work.
Maybe he's
Or
going to like
perhaps he
beating
went out
up
for the
the
weekend.
hoodlums that dented his car.
I don't know, not important. But anyway, we got a call this afternoon from Evan saying he was coming over. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, come over. Then after a few minutes passed, we got our doorbell rang, and when we heard the front door open, because we're fine with you just walking in, it's whatever.
Yeah.
But then this guy just kind of stopped, and I had my headphones on, so I took them off to say hi to Evan. But there was a guy staring at me. He said, "Hey, is Bernie home?" I was like,
I don't even know a
"Who
Bernie.
the fuck's a Bernie?" I know one, but he's 40 minutes
You
away.
should have just stood up and did the Bernie.
Then he would have ran
There
screaming,
would've been so
calling
many
the
better
police.
But no, I'm just
No,
like,
that was the best option.
but I was like,
That was not only was it the best option, it
That's
was
the only option.
like
Actually, when it was popular in our high school, like 2012 circa, we were putting on
2012 probably.
yeah, we were putting on I was in the tech crew for like our theater program, so we were putting on a play or something, and all the kids, like everybody knew what the Bernie was except for the teachers. So we got all the teachers to do it, and it was hilarious because they're old and they almost hurt themselves.
We did it during the band performance in the halftime show of our homecoming game.
A lot of people did that.
Our entire
Well,
I
maybe-
wanted to do it, but it was already.
It was already too
Too
mainstream.
cool.
It was
at
too
a
popular.
pep rally at our high school, one of them times when Gangnam Style just came out, literally the whole faculty, except for my mother because she's old and doesn't like doing things, the whole faculty went out onto the gym floor and did Gangnam Style in sync perfectly, and it was awesome.
That sounds pretty. You
My-
you have awesome pep rallies.
My high school pep rallies were the best. We had poi.
Have you heard some of these stories?
Yeah, we had poi dancers there with like the pots of fire and they're flinging them around the room. It was awesome. They had the ribbon dancers, like they hung ribbons from like the really high
You know
gym
why
ceiling,
they had
and they were
awesome,
like,
pep rallies?
Why?
Because they have money.
"No, we don't.
Wakanda?
Okay,
Apparently, you did.
It's a Chicago suburb.
No, we don't. We're like the poor. Our school spends
But-
the least amount of money per actual student in the entire state of Illinois. I think. Something
However,
like that.
you still
That
did that.
face.
we got a good we find the bargains.
You find the yes, because
And then-
I always go trolling the internet for bargain ribbon dancers.
Yeah, and then they have like one time they had this gymnastics team
For
come.
my school.
So they called down
Right.
I was the tallest kid in my high school. I'm 6'6", if you guys taking notes at home. I don't know why I said that voice, but
He's an absolute monster and it's
So-
a freaking nature. He should not be here.
He eats small children.
Yes,
No, but,
it's
um,
creepy.
so they called me down basically to stand for them to jump over me. So they just jump off the ground over a 6.5 foot tall obstacle, which is me.
Thank you for,
Well,
thank you for
you know,
elaborating
you're about
again.
as small as an obstacle.
What?
I don't know.
What are you talking?
You know,
This
you
is
know,
a
it's an
keep
inanimate
it-
object, an obstacle, an inanimate object.
You're
About
an
as small as-
inanimate object.
The beige
False.
giant.
I was not called that until Sam Smith. And I
Yeah.
hate that nickname, by the
I
way.
love
Beige
that
giant?
nickname.
Yeah, I
Beige
hate it.
giant.
Well,
The
I've never-
Because he always wears like beige colors.
No, I don't.
You do too.
you wore
I-
very
that-
skin tone colors. Yeah.
I only have. Well, no, I don't only have. I have a few plaid pants, but I only have khaki shorts. That's probably why.
But like
Your
that-
shirts, you wear very plain colors.
No, I wear black a lot.
I should not
I have
have gone this deep.
90% of my shirts are like black because I'm a
2008.
Sox fan. The White Sox.
No.
you
Sponsored by the
do-
White Sox.
Admittedly, though, when I think of
Horrible
you, I
things.
think of you with your red shirt and your blue jacket sweatshirt thing you had. Like when I think of you, that's what I picture you wearing because that's what I saw you in
Oh,
most
you
when
think
we first
about
met.
me?
Well, like all the time, duh. Well, admittedly, the very first time I met you, you were wearing a hat with ears.
Oh,
Let me
why
see
The
do you?
cat hat.
It was like
Why do you? Oh, I was gonna say, why did you remember what I was wearing? But that's a cat hat, so that makes sense.
Well, because I was like we had just I went over to hang out with Lucas, not
What is
even
it?
knowing you were going to be joining us. So as he and I were walking to the elevator to go down to the cafe, we ran into you, and Lucas was like, "Okay, you joining us?" I was like, "Who the hell is this guy?
Who the hell's this weirdo?
Did
wearing
this
fucking
just
ears?
happen, or did Lucas plan this?" I realized he called you. And
What
I
is he? Some kind of furry?
One of the first things I said to you was, "I like your ears."
I don't even remember that.
In the elevator, you don't remember that?
No, but I do remember wearing that around campus and the looks I would get in the elevator.
Well, you're also
were
6'6", so
priceless.
you get looks for that.
No, we lived in the tower with the basketball twins. Everybody was used to tall people in the elevator. They're taller than me. I'm used to tall people in the
I
elevator.
should not
No, the great. Oh, that time you went in the elevator with the cat hat on, we're all sitting and those like 4 girls came in. And
Yeah,
they
that's
just,
what I was talking
They
about.
just uncontrollably laughed.
They couldn't handle. No, they were like they're like holding it in the whole ride, and then they get off and they like just crack up.
Because of your hat?
But anyway, going back to the basketball twins.
And like
so
no, and they're like, do they like whisper to each other? Does he realize what he's wearing?
yeah, and and then I look at them like, yes, I know I'm wearing this. And then
So
And
basketball.
then there's the one time. Okay, I have a lot of elevator stories right now,
Oh, that's-
flooding back into my memory. I actually still have the video of Evan and Justine twerking in the elevator,
There's a video of you twerking?
and I think it's on Facebook.
It's horrible.
It is hilarious.
Sorry,
The elevator shook. I was terrified, but not.
No, you
terrified enough
weren't.
to film.
You were not terrified
great.
whatsoever.
Didn't
the
we do it
person
in
in the elevator with us that was
Oh
not
yeah,
in our
yeah,
group.
Graham. Graham was in the
Graham.
elevator.
Poor Graham. He
Gotta
kinda
get you in here. Turn the camera. He's just awkwardly standing there.
I'm right now going through a blast from the past and going through Facebook, and I just realized I had absolutely no friends.
Yeah,
Like-
because you deleted them all.
No. Like, I had no friends.
Well,
Justine.
This just got
Not
really
really.
sad.
Yeah, whatever.
Like literally had no friends. Not a single one.
Like, I did, but no one ever.
It was just family
talked to
members,
me.
so they were obligated contractually.
Ugh.
Oh, but anyway, going back to
I'm
like the
sweating
basketball
this
twins
all
and
out.
tall people. So my dad is also tall, but it was really awkward because there are these people that are on the basketball team at our school, and they're
Yeah.
twins, and they are like 6'7". So I I don't know. My dad just he just talks to people. So every time my dad would like come to the dorms to like do anything, every time we got in the elevator, the twins would also always be
Happen
in the
to be
elevator.
in there? Yeah.
Yeah. So my dad will always bring up awkward conversation about tallness. And I'm like in there and he's trying to like make me befriend these people that I don't even know.
Because they're tall.
Yeah, and
You know, tall people have to unite.
yeah, well I mean I got
We
enough tall people.
we got a face.
We have a house of people over 6 feet, except for Eric. I don't know how tall he is.
Eric's like
He's
6'1".
He's like 6'1".
Oh, 6'1".
I-
He
I-
barely counts.
Really fucking sweaty, so this is why I'm standing by the fan, just trying to.
Blowing your sweat over to us? How inconsiderate.
It's called marking my territory and getting my scent places.
Well, I'm glad the windows are open, so that scent will be gone soon.
On that note, maybe next week we could talk about more elevator stories, but we are actually out of time.
Oh,
for
that's
now.
all the elevator
Dude,
stories I
That's
had.
all the elevator stories? Okay. Well, anyways,
Sounds good.
this has been Zach's podcast. Once again, I'm not Zach.
I'm not Zach.
I'm not Zach either,
I might not be Zach. Nobody knows.
but you
I'm
are.
Zach.
Good.
Bye, sluts.